This is Ben with Tucson Future Classics, here to show you stock number 25086. This is a 2018 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT. It has 126,000 miles, but is in really good mechanical condition. There's some cosmetic flaws here and there, which I'll show you in this video. There have been no accidents or damage reported to Carfax. And if you take a look, the maintenance history is super consistent on this vehicle. Previous owners were very good about getting oil changes. Some blemishes on the front bumper, as to be expected of a vehicle with this mileage. There's a little trim piece missing right there. Not a big deal in my opinion. There's no major damage at all on this vehicle. Just some minor scratches here and there. In the back, you do have a reverse camera and parking sensors. The rear tailgate is powered, and these rear sliding doors are powered as well. Step inside this Grand Caravan. Features a black leather and cloth interior. I'm not sure what the material is inside the seats, but it's a nice soft cloth. It might be suede, but don't quote me on that. Power windows all around. The front two are automatic. You have some vent windows for the third row passengers. Everything else here, including mirrors and locks, are powered. Seats are overall in great condition. There's no tears, stains, etc. to report. Just some minor cracking on this armrest right here, which is pretty common with these vehicles. Here's that gauge cluster with the odometer of 126,000 miles. No dash lights at all. On the steering wheel, you have controls for that center screen as well as your phone. You could connect it via Bluetooth, which I'll go into in a second. Cruise control functions. Here in the center, you have Dodge's radio, which is honestly a little bit antiquated. They've been using a version of this radio since 2008, but in its time, it was a super good piece of technology. It was so good, Ferrari even used it in the Ferrari California. Just silver. It does have Bluetooth for your phone. You can connect it for phone calls and music. To set it up, you just use some voice commands with these buttons right here, or the ones on the steering wheel. Once it's connected, it's very seamless. Your phone will automatically pair anytime you start the vehicle, and you don't have to worry about reconnecting. It also does have a hard drive in it, so you could store media and pictures. And a CD player. And DVD, which this slides open like that. Moving on, you have some controls for your air conditioning as well as the rear controls. You have a button for economy mode, which lowers the idle RPM a little bit, decreases the throttle sensitivity, and it might lower the shift points as well. Not too sure on that one. You have a nice center console right here with two large cubbies. You just slide right open. This front one has a couple power outlets. Up here you have a small slot for maybe your phone or wallet. Nothing in this cubby. Underneath you do have a pass-through, so if you wanted to put a bag there, you can. Just a quick note, these front cup holders are large enough to fit a 40-ounce Hydro Flask water bottle, which is a huge win in my book. Up top you have a sunglass compartment, controls for the power doors. This glove box is dual tiered, with this top one having another USB port. Not sure if that's for power or to connect the radio and that hard drive. Go ahead and move on to the back. Open that sliding door. You have some captain's chairs here with the same material as the front seats, also in great condition. It's nice having these armrests. It's one of my favorite parts about a minivan. This does feature Chrysler's Stow and Go system, which I'll go over in a few minutes, but basically these seats do fold into the floor seamlessly, allowing you to have much more space in this vehicle. To do that or access the third row, you just pull this tab right here and the seat folds up easily. Kids can do it on their own. Don't need an adult's help for that. There's the third row with plenty of space. You could fit 3 people back there. Some nice cubbies, a speaker on each side. To put the seat back down, just fold it down easily, put it back up. When you do fold the seat down, it automatically slides it forward as much as possible just to allow more entry for the rear. Slide it back, there's a bar underneath, and there you go. Here in the trunk, you have a nice deep well to load all the cargo you need. You could stand a few suitcases in here, which is very nice. Just see how deep that is. You won't find that in a crossover or SUV. And these seats do fold back into that pit, which I'll show you at that Stow and Go demonstration. Some extra storage right here, but other than that, there's not much to report. You have a button for your power tailgate. On the roof, there's not a whole lot either. Rear passengers do have their own air conditioning controls. And air vents all around. The best feature about these Dodge and Chrysler minivans is the Stow and Go system. All of the rear seats, second and third row, can fold into the floor, giving you this very flat load zone. I personally moved out of an apartment with one of these minivans, and honestly the Stow and Go is just so crucial to that move out. It's very easy to put them in the floor. There's no heavy lifting required. You don't have to unbolt anything like you would in other minivans to remove the rear seats. They just fold directly into the floor here. As you can see, there's the seat. All you have to do is move the front seats all the way forward and you'll have access to these doors to put those seats in. As for the rear, they just tumble backwards into the deep pit there, like most other minivans. With just the third row up, this thing is basically a limousine. Under the hood of this Grand Caravan is Chrysler's 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 engine with variable valve timing. This engine's been used in Chrysler vehicles since 2011 and has been proven to be very reliable. In 2018, they updated it to make it even more reliable, addressing some of the common issues in the earlier models. This engine produces almost 300 horsepower, which is super great in a minivan like this. You have plenty of power for passing people on the freeway, or if you're loaded up with all your gear and your family, you don't have to worry about lack of power. This thing is in great mechanical condition. The transmission shifts super well. It's a very comfortable vehicle. If you're looking for a safe and reliable vehicle for your family on a budget, or even an Uber or Lyft vehicle, this is it right here. This price point is very hard to beat the utility and capabilities of this van. If you have questions or need more information or want to check out more pictures, go to our website, TucsonFutureClassics.com. If you'd like to schedule a test drive, we are appointment only, so please call or text us at 520-268-6244.